I got racing fuel on my hands. Great. Probably got racing fuel on my ass. So, you want a Hellcat, but let's face it, you're a broke-ass motherfucker, which is why you're watching this very video. But you guys are in luck because you don't need $100,000, $50,000. You don't need to buy a Hellcat to have Hellcat-like results, Hellcat-like modifications on your shitbox. That is exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video. I'm going to show you guys step by step how to install a Hellcat style, Hellcat inspired headlight snorkel on your Crown Victoria. Yes, I'm wearing Crocs. Ask me if I care. Now for this modification, you'll need two things. First thing you'll need is a NACA duct ABS style plastic snorkel like so. And the next thing you'll need is a headlight of your choosing. In this case, this is an LS swapped Crown Vic, so I'm going to be using that headlight, but on any old regular 4.6, 2-valve or 4-valve, you're going to be going with this side. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pop off these clips. Do you love the way I do it? I love in your body. Body. Next step, you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, pop your headlight in there, set it and forget it. Now once your headlight has been baking for about roughly 10 minutes, here comes the next step. See, the point of putting it in the oven was to start dissolving and melting away the glue that's holding the front lens to the rest of the headlight assembly. So what you're going to do, grab you a screwdriver and just start prying off the assembly. Just make sure you go all the way around, not only at the top side, but the bottom side. Pause. Now don't worry too much about damaging the edges of this thing because technically you won't even be using the lens anymore. All right, now once you get the front of the lens separated from the back of the housing, next up you will have to do some modifications. For example, right here we're gonna have to trim this, and we're gonna have to cut out at least a square, a circle. It depends on how fancy and how precise you want to get with it, but essentially we're trying to make this fit through here as deep as possible. This is going to be in the way, so that's why we're trying to trim it down some, because it's going to go something kind of like that. Now the reason we're using an old headlight is so that it can have an OEM fit, because it'll literally just bolt up to the brackets of your header panel on your Panther car. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now that we've made the appropriate trimming, it's just a matter of kind of fitting in your NACA duct in there, and look at that, boys. Like a glove. Have yourself a Hellcat headlight snorkel. Yeah! All right, so your Hellcat headlight snorkel is almost done. You're almost done. The only thing left to do is to secure the NACA duct to the headlight housing. For that, we're gonna need some self-tapping screws and drill, I don't know, flint and steel. Flint and steel. Flint and steel. Flint and steel. And now we have our Hellcat headlight snorkel fully in there. Hell, 2 screws, ain't no way this thing's coming out. It'll wiggle a little bit, but you can drive a few more screws in there, but I'd say 2 is good enough. At this point, the only thing left to do is to pretty her up. It'll kind of eliminate some of the rough edges around here. It'll hide the screws. Good old Plasti Dip. You can't go wrong with that. This is probably the most cheapest, budget-friendly way to do this. Literally doing this with scraps around my shop here. That the paint has dried on our homemade Hellcat snorkel, the only thing left to do is install it. All right, so in the spirit of keeping things transparent with you guys, as I was installing my beautiful masterpiece, my Hellcat headlight snorkel. These cheap, made in China pieces of crap assemblies, essentially they're practically made out of Rice Krispie treats or something. Thing literally snapped in half as I was just kind of trying to wiggle it into its place. So I had to do another one. I have it drying over there. So let's try this again. And just like that, your absolute shitbox Panther car now has a Hellcat Ram Air headlight intake. I mean, at this point, it's practically a Hellcat. I mean, like, right? Yeah, like, just, you know, I'd go to, like, all the MOPAR car shows and be like, hey, guys, my car is like your car, too. Check it out. What is it? 0-1 shift knob, by the way.